Gather round, everybody. It's time! Cody HiZe, the fucking Cody HiZe podcast. Talking music, wrestling, life, and laugh. Be sure to wipe your fucking ass. Whoa, come the fucking side. Good times every Wednesday night. Music, stories, heart, and soul. The Cody HiZe podcast. Let's fucking go. Cody fucking HiZe podcast. The Cody fucking HiZe podcast.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cody HiZe podcast. We are back on the air. I had a podcast before about 2 years ago. It was all music, and man, I just want to show my personality online, man. I don't feel like sitting around talking music business all day. This is the only show where common sense takes the night off. Hot takes are hotter than a porta potty in July, and absolutely nothing's off limits. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you guys peep the old show, welcome. Give it a couple weeks, y'all are going to need therapy. So grab a drink, kick your boots up, get comfortable. Tonight's guest is a man who's built job sites, supervised grown men acting like toddlers, called out some of the most prestigious tough guys in pro wrestling, and is loved and appreciated by every union member in America. And he's here to tell the tale. He's a badass supervisor, the internet's favorite rage-baiting masturbator, and I have a feeling we're about to hear some stories that would make OSHA pass out. So crank that volume up, get your ass in your seat, unless you're a fucking loser, and check out OJA real quick, and then we'll bring him on.
Alright, someone's gotta say it, so I will. Macho Man Randy Savage was fucking overrated. Anybody could do a bunch of nose cola and do some shitty promos screaming about fucking nothing. Yeah, it's not any good, dude. Way overrated. Oh, cool, he did an elbow drop. Yeah, it's fucking lame. Everyone knows Macho Man was fucking Hulk Hogan's pocket holder. Yeah, right there. And just so you guys know, all you losers that dress up like Macho Man fucking cosplayers, he'd be fucking embarrassed of you. Bunch of stick-arm fucking losers running around that don't look or sound like Macho Man. So you guys should stop. Maybe, like, stay in your lane. Maybe like Hornswoggle. At least he was a regular fucking leprechaun. God, cosplayers are fucking lame. Macho Man's overrated. You guys are fucking idiots if you think Macho Man could actually beat Spider-Man in a fight. Yeah, fucking pathetic losers.
Welcome in. We got OJA on the show tonight, everybody. OJA, how you doing?
Wonderful. How are you, bro?
I'm not too bad. This is the first guest. My manager was like, hey, man, you should do a podcast again. I'm like, dude, I got to ask OJA, man. He's the most entertaining guy on the internet right now. I swear to God. So we'll get started. We'll get started off with the questions right away. For somebody who's never heard of you, who is OJA?
Shit, a badass construction worker on pretend. No, I'm like an online persona. Wait, am I real or am I like a bad guy?
It's up to you.
No, I go in and out. I'm just really good at pissing people off on the internet. I can pretty much take anything and say anything and it pisses people off. And as you know, he's been following me for a while. That's why I'm glad to be his first guest back. I fucking love it. This dude's awesome. Yeah, I just love the comment section. I can say literally anything, make fun of anybody, and the world is like wound too tight. So I kind of just like one day, I think I threw out a reel on my Instagram. It was like one day I was like stoned in the garage because I'm a cool stoner dad in real life. And I was like, man, because I did the kid shit. I post my kids and all that stuff. And like, nobody cares, unfortunately, which I fucking love my kids more than anything. And I started throwing out like sarcastic shit talking videos. And I figured out like, I need half the people to hate me and half the people to like me. And that's when I was going to blow up. And then I'm not huge, but like I went from like, I want to say like 1,000 and I'm like 30-something thousand followers on like most of my shit now. And my videos get shared everywhere and stuff. And it was kind of like people that know me, I'm fucking sarcastic as shit. I'm a nice guy, but like I'm a good pretend asshole. And I just put the camera in my face and fuck with people. And it's just been a lot of fun.
Like I seen you say before, I think you said, what was it? Your kryptonite or your Superman power is that camera in the face. And it's just.
Oh, yeah. Because I hate recording. Like a lot of people, like traditional content creators, they're worried about the lighting and messing up a word. I do one take. And I hope that I got a fucking nose hair or like drool on my lips because I say shit to piss people off. And then that stuff draws them in to attack me. So it's like all that stuff when people are like, oh, aren't you mad? I'm like, no. Like I'm a Vikings fan. and I would shit talk every week about who we were playing, Vikes by 40. And I shit talked the Bears, like one of my favorite ones. I shit talked the Bears, and I just said, "Oh yeah, fuck you losers, duh Bears," and like middle finger. Dude, 6,000 people came back just to say "duh Bears" after the Vikings lost to the Bears, and my wife's like, "Aren't you mad?" I'm like, "No, it's better than winning." Because winning, you wouldn't get anything. But I pissed people off so much that they were waiting for the end of the game to come shit talk me, which that's pretty fucking cool.
Oh, hook, line, and sinker, right?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, and people are just so easy these days. We talked about that a little bit, just how easy it is. It seems like people get on the internet just to fight right away. That's their mood. They just want to be mad for the day. So you give them a good reason.
And like a lot of the cool followers that I got now, I'm starting to get like when I first started, everyone hated me. And now I have more of a following that people like stick up for me. They use the lines I use in videos and shit, and they like stick up for me, which is really cool.
Right.
But it's people are ready to attack no matter what. And I can put a video out there like right now. This is regular me, which I'm just a chill, like very boring person, early bedtime and whatnot. I can put a video saying like, "Hey guys, you guys fucking rule, you know, I'm doing this for mental health." And people are like, "Don't break kayfabe." And I'm like, "Don't worry, the next video I'm gonna piss them off, and sure as shit I'll get fucking like 500,000 views because I said they working overtime is for losers," which obviously it's not. But like you tell somebody like, "Oh, you're a loser if you work overtime," people are retarded. Like, sorry to use the R word, but I'm like, it's obviously, you know, no, like you shouldn't get mad. Like, I don't get mad at words. I'm a Vikings fan. Like I said, you tell me the Vikings suck, I know. Like, I'm not going to fight you over it. I did the New York Knicks the other day and just said New York sucks. And, you know, it's a rigged game. And people are like, "Oh, yeah, come to New York and say that. I'll fuck you up." And I'm like, it's not that serious, buddy.
I have my way around here because I was never taught to like the Lions. And I'm around a bunch of Lions and Browns fans. Both these teams historically suck, so I'm in their face about it every year.
Oh, I can get the Lions every time. I'm like, my thing last season was like, "Oh wow, you guys had one winning season," and they're like, "Oh, two," and I'm like, "Oh, two, good job." But like, you could just sarcastically say that they had one winning season, and they're like, "No, oh, we had two." And it's again, it's not that serious. Like, people take shit so serious. Real life sucks. We know that. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at the internet when people call me fat or make fun of my teeth. Like, I have every bad genetic. Like, that doesn't bother me. A lot of us are the same. Like, "Oh, cool, you made fun of me." Like, I don't care. But there's other people that take it fucking personal. And I like to, you know, take screenshot and put this out there that, like, "Hey, this guy's a fucking idiot." And then they figure out, wait, he's fucking with me. And it's like, "Oh shit, my bad."
So let's get on something like, I haven't seen very many people touch on like the construction side of you though. Normally what I've seen is just like the wrestling questions and the obvious stuff that we'll talk about. Well, you're a construction supervisor. What's the dumbest thing you've ever caught somebody doing on a job site?
Well, yeah, I'm a superintendent in real life, which is hilarious. So it's like when I do like the foreman shit, they're like, "Yeah, you're mad you never made a foreman." I'm like, "I'm actually a superintendent." So that's like another one, like, "Hey, fuck you." I don't have to say that to them, but like, it's like, yeah, I'm a little above. You see a lot of stupid shit. I tell people like, it's like Terminator. You know, you're like scanning around, and then it'd be like, it's like a mixture of Terminator and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Like, you look, and there'll be like a retarded kid hanging up in a tree where he's not supposed to be, and stuff like that. And like, I'll walk up, and I'll walk away, and I'll turn back around, and like, they'll be up on a roof. Obviously, shouldn't say that out loud. They'll be up on a roof, and rather than going to grab a ladder, they'll like, one person will be on all fours, like, and the other person's standing on them. Like, no, that was years ago, but I'm like, that's what. You couldn't just go grab a ladder. Like some of the shit you see is like,
Oh yeah, I bet. I've worked in the factory for a long time. Some of the stuff you see in there, it's just like, dude, where do they make these people?
Yeah,
it's a whole different breed sometimes. So here's kind of, it's a little personal, but who influenced you the most growing up?
Growing up, I was like a very like family person. Like, I grew up, like, I feel like people don't have, you know, it's sad for my kids because we grew up and I would go to Minnesota every year with my grandparents, and like my uncle right now, he's going through bone cancer, but he was down every year, and just like family, like I was influenced by my family. And it's like, I lost my dad in 2023, and till he was gone, I didn't realize how much I leaned on him. So, and it's like, yeah, you know, obviously you look up to athletes and whatnot, but I feel like, you know, watching my dad I'm the way I am. Like you get up and you go to work and, do I have the hardest job in the world? No, I'm a superintendent, but I'm actually like a cool one that like I help my crew and stuff. And, if they're behind, I will get my hands dirty and stuff like that, which I have soft hands according to everybody. But it's like, man, I watched my dad's swollen knees work till he gave up and, chopped his finger off. And they said when he chopped his finger off, they said he walked around smoking a cigarette and said, everybody chill the fuck out. And he like literally cut his finger off. So it's like, looking up to somebody like that is, that's why like your sick days as an adult now, I feel like it's different now. Like the younger generation doesn't do that. But I'm like, man, I was always watched my dad go to work sick, go to work in pain. So it's like, that's where kind of, I guess my dad.
Right. No, I feel the same. You don't really realize it till you're older too. Like me and my dad butted heads a lot growing up. So like once you get older and they're getting older too, you kind of realize a little.
Well, even some of like my shit that I do now is a lot of my dad. Like the one of the first viral videos I really had was the coleslaw one. That was like one of the main one, and it was so simple. But like if you look, there's a fake air punch in it. And I messaged my owner. He's one of my good friends, and I'm like, dude, this one's going viral because I threw my dad into it. My dad would like, I would like fuck with him, and he would like fake bow up at me, and he would do like a fake punch. So I threw that in the video as like don't ever say I eat coleslaw, and I threw that punch in there, and I feel like that's what did that video, and that was like, a memory of my dad. And then even like wrestling shit is still a memory of my dad. When I was growing up, we were fortunate. We grew up the Monday Night Raw, Monday Nitro shit. And it's like, I would always, my dad would always yell, "Hey Jimbo, Undertaker's on." So it's like, even the wrestling, I got out of the wrestling shit now, but my son brought me back into it. I started rage baiting the wrestling and shit because my youngest son is obsessed with it. I don't even know how it's a genetic trait. Cause when I was a kid, I had every figure and all that stuff. My two older kids, they're not really interested in wrestling, but he's like, I had to tell him, cause he's like, how'd you get this video? When I got a video of Matt Riddle, I'm like, don't tell anybody that I'm not a bad guy in real life. I was like, everybody fucking hates me right now. Well, obviously not F word with my 10-year-old, but it's like, man, he got me back into wrestling, and my dad was the one who got me. And then when we were kids, all that stuff was way cooler. Right. Sorry, I'm rambling. I get carried away.
No, you're straight, man. You're straight, man. I don't hear it all. No, it's funny because like we did this thing. Well, my dad did this thing to me in school. I was a second grader. I think Holt was in second grade when he had that done to him too. My dad had told me, he's like, yeah, I whooped Steve Austin's ass back in the day and this and that. So I'm going to school and I'm like, yeah, my dad beat up Stone Cold. We did that shit. We came together and we did that shit to my son this past, I think it was this past school year. He's going telling all of his friends like, yeah, my papa whooped the Undertaker.
Well, that's like my viral shit for wrestling. Like I obviously call out people I'm not going to beat. So and people state the obvious, like me calling out Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
You said his name wrong. I'm like, no shit. And you can't beat his ass. Like obviously, like most people probably could not beat his ass in real life, but the internet, they're all, they think that I legit think I would beat Brock Lesnar's ass. Yeah. So it's like, that's the kind of world we live in right now. And it's fun for me.
You ain't even got to say his damn name right.
No.
That's crazy. So let's talk about the big situation, the big Vito situation. I kind of want to like touch on that. Everybody's kind of curious about that. That's where few of my people found out about you from, and I just kind of like walk me through kind of how that situation from your perspective. Like,
I kind of finally talked about it because I was waiting for him to like. It's like a golden platter now. Like I understand a lot of the older wrestlers and shit. I'm not trying to be a wrestler ever. Like I kind of just became into the community, and like the wrestlers are the ones who accepted me. So it's not even like fans. Fans don't really give a fuck about me for the most part.
Right.
So I started shit talking just kind of wrestling videos, and like I started messing with people that I would hope to message me back. Vito wasn't one of them. It was like I had been shit talking the Brock Lesnar stuff. What's it called? I was reading the comments. Yeah, I was doing like the Brock Lesnar stuff, and then I saw Vito like challenge, like felt like he should be the WrestleMania opponent to like him, and I like kind of laughed because I'm like, obviously like people would rather see me wrestle Brock Lesnar than Vito. Like no offense to that guy, even though he's a cunt. But like yeah. But it's like, so I did a video, and I think I like dogged him, the Insane Clown Posse, Juggalos in general, the ICP, like everybody in one video. And like, I didn't think it would like get to people. Like, to me, it's obvious satire. Like, for us, you know, us goofy people, like, it's an obvious fucking joke. Like, if you look at it, I say the names wrong on purpose. I say fucking, I'm gonna Hunan Kanrana somebody, or like some
fucking hilarious,
some stupid shit. And I try to throw like, that's all like old school Chris Jericho. Like I said, you throw in stupid Chris Jericho shit in there. And he wrote a whole fucking Twitter article about it. And it was like, oh, I've been doing this for 30 years. And like, we're a family, the Juggalos, and like all this stuff. So like at the end of it, I just put, wow, way to bore the internet. So he like, so then like a few things, I'm not like a traditional troll. I don't like go to people's comments and start shit, because that's annoying. Like, people do that shit to me. And I think I made fun of his stick legs, and then he blocked me on shit. So then like nothing really happened. And I went to that WrestleCon. I flew right in there, and I introduced myself, and I'm like, hey man, I'm not this is what I do. I do, you know, rage bait kind of shit. I was like, I figured you get the same hate as I do. Like the ICP, Juggalos, and Vito all get like, you either really like them or you really hate them. That's kind of where people are. People are not really on the fence about me. Well, now they are, but it's like, you're either one or the other. And he's like, oh, cool. I'm glad you're not here to fight. And, you know, like I said on my buddy's podcast, he turned around to Vince Russo, that's the fucking construction worker. So they knew who I was. They knew who I was. And he's like, oh man, come over to my table. I'm gonna set up a camera. So then that stupid, it wasn't planned. It was like a quick, I thought it was going to be shit talk or whatever. So that's why I look so awkward, and I'm not like swinging or anything, but like he's kayfabing it like he beat my ass, which he didn't. I'm laying on a table, like not doing anything. And people come to my comments and I'm like, oh yeah. Like if you look on my Instagram, when people say that, I'm like, oh yeah, make sure you go to 24 Karat Lion, the original video. That's Jeeves from JCW. Cause it's like, you want those guys to do good. Like Jeeves was a cool dude, and like I want good for all of them. And Vito's still like, he's making it like, oh, you don't belong in the business. And it's like, I'm not trying to, I'm a social media guy. Like, you know, I'm trying to get my content out there. I try to do everything. I cover music, I cover sports, I cover construction, I cover everything. I don't do a shitty gimmick that hasn't worked for 30 years and then get mad about it. And then like, I don't tag the WWE when I tried to sue him for a CTE lawsuit that I failed either. So there's knocks at him because he's being a little bitch. But yeah, I was hoping he was going to like milk it, because to me, the video's at 12 million views.
Right.
I would have milked the fuck out of that. Like I told people, I would have been like, I whoop fucking trolls. Y'all don't fuck with wrestlers. Y'all don't fuck with my fans. Like, but nothing. Just did nothing. And it's like, come on, buddy. And it's like, you didn't even really beat me up.
It was that window of opportunity for him that he just... It was a nothing bomb.
I went, and then a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's the construction worker," and most people are like, "Who the fuck's that guy?" That sucks. Like, I feel bad for him, because I'm like, if I did my job for 30 years and I was on TV and nobody knew who the fuck I was, maybe I'd try something else. Like,
I mean, I remember him. I remember him, but I remember him in a dress.
Yeah, he's like a Sunday night Heat guy. Now I'm sure he's friends with Russo. That's why he's getting where he is, and it's like, you know, cool. Like, I wish the best for him. From now on, I'm not going to talk about him, because he's like, you know, he's going to see this opportunity passed up. And it was something that I could have done. I regret it, because I have a lot of good, like, wrestling, like wrestlers that are like, have my back and shit. Right. So it's like, you know, like, obviously I throw out Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's my favorite fucking person. Matt Riddle, the very first person out of all the wrestlers to reach out to me and say, dude, keep doing what you're doing. I fucking love your shit. That's breaking kayfabe. But like, and I've gotten to hang out with that guy, and like, you see him, he sits there, people shit talk him all they want. I don't give a fuck. What I see is somebody who sits there till every person's done at the meet and greet. You know, he's talking to wrestlers about how they can move up and what they should do with advice and shit. So fuck all those people that don't like anybody. There's like a lot of good people that I should have done that stuff. You know, I thought Vito thing was cool, because I like, you know, I had talked to Violent J, and, you know, nice guy, and like, you want good for them. I want good for every wrestling promotion. So like, the people are adding me, like doing cameos and having me shout out their wrestling shows, or wrestlers are having me do like a promo for them. And it's like, man, I want good for everybody. All these people that are putting their time into training and all this wrestling stuff. Cool. I'm not that. I can't help you with the wrestling part, but I'm a little social media guy. And if I can throw a video out there and it gets you something, like that's my part as like a thank you for accepting me, which he didn't, but like a lot of wrestlers, dude, I can shout out my main four. I tell everybody, Matt Riddle, Stallion Rogers, Big Ben Bishop, wearing his shirt right now, and then Madman Fulton. Those four have had my back the whole time out of all this. And there's a long list of wrestlers now that like promotions that I just go support the wrestlers and stuff. So it kind of like bothers me that Vito's doing the like I fight wrestlers and stuff, because I don't. I call them out like an old school traditional promo, and it's like I love supporting these wrestlers. I like buying a ticket to support them. And now it's like everything's calmed down where everyone realizes it was a gimmick. I'm able to bring my kids now. So it's like cool to me, like my kids get to meet these wrestlers and see that, hey, these wrestlers are dads like us, you know, they're working regular jobs like us. This is, you know, shit they're busting their ass for. And it's like, that's the only reason I agreed to doing the Vito thing. And maybe it was a lesson. That's what I heard he says. And it's like, lesson learned, I guess.
Yep. I see that in a lot in the music world too. Some people, you just meet them and they're just not what you think, you know?
Yeah. I wish the best.
Down and I don't know Vito like that, but
yeah, I don't know him. I wish the best for him. He seems like a cunt, but no, I hope he does well in the JCW and whatever he does. But like throwing that out there that I fight wrestlers and shit, it's very annoying. And it's like the wrestlers who know me, they got my back. And they know like the promoters around here, because I'm Central Florida, I go out there and I sit at a show. I'm quiet. You know, I'm happy to meet the wrestlers. Wrestlers want to take pictures with me and shit. It's weird. Right. But it's like, man, I'm no problem at a show. Like, it sucks.
Right. So let's get into like the local. We kind of talked about the local thing at first. It's a small artist, small town. I get it quite a bit. When I go out and about, somebody notices me, or I'm going to like, you know, Adrian, Michigan, which is close to me. Like somebody will see me out and about. Hi, what's up, man? Do you get noticed out in public a lot? Or like when you go to wrestling events, are people like quick to notice you?
Yeah, usually it's like wrestler shit. If I go to wrestling shows, it's the wrestlers. Not so much fans, a little bit. I'll get a little fans. But like, yeah, even like it's really cool because it was like kind of like my goal in general. Like I wish, obviously for millions of dollars, I'm sure you know, we're dads. We want to take care of our kids. I wish I could buy my kids every fucking thing in the world. That's why I say buy a fucking Lambo. I wouldn't really buy a Lambo unless I had millions of dollars or whatever. But it's cool when friends reach out to me because somebody sent my video to them and they can say I worked with him or I'm friends with him. And then I'll shoot them over a video like, hey, this is my bro. You guys fucking suck. You know, like a sarcastic shit talk video. And I'm like, knowing me is a cool thing. Like, you know, that's weird to me, but it's like really cool. I'm like, man, you guys knew me. You were there before I was on the internet or whatever. And it's like, you know me as the person. I'm just like a goofy person. I like to make people laugh. Like, I feel like the most of us do. Yeah, it's not traditional way, but it's satire. It's fake. If you look at it, I'm obviously being sarcastic and I can shit talk in any way, but I just like making people laugh. Like most of us. Right.
Laughter is the best medicine is what they say. And I've
for sure.
taken that. I've always taken that and just ran with it. Because even on my toughest days, you're going to see me smiling in your face. Like
same.
And
it's like I'm going through so much shit right now. Like my wife's in the hospital and then like my uncle's going through cancer. My mom could possibly have cancer. And it's like, I still try to like make other people feel better because I don't want them to feel the way I feel, or you know what a difference is. Yeah, I throw a video out there, but like I get a lot of like, it's weird. I get a lot of positive stuff in my messages a lot now, and they're like, dude, I look forward to your videos. You know, I hope the world for you and stuff like that. And that stuff's really cool. The shit talk's cool. Like people shit talking me and people, I laugh at that. But like, man, there's a lot of like genuine people that reach out to me, and it's silly because I shit talk people. So it's like not anything you would think that, but there's so many people out there like me that, you know, need that distraction in life to, you know, kind of keep you away from the dark spot in your head, which it's mental health, which I've always been through that. You know, back in the day, I was on antidepressants and stuff. And when my dad passed, I was having a hard time. I didn't want to go through that. So I do medical marijuana at nighttime. Not right now because I had to figure out this computer stuff, but like, I want to have like emotion, you know, I want to be able to make people laugh. I want to enjoy my kids. And it's like, you know, show people that it's not serious. It's a joke. Like, you shouldn't take things so serious, and to react like that over a video, like especially like it's not that serious. Like if you tell me my job sucks and it's easy, like cool. Like
Right.
I'm not gonna fight you over it.
No. And I've kind of seen, like, I watched an interview with you, and like I said, I try to keep things original, so you're not answering like cliche questions. But you mentioned indie wrestling a lot. Like you like indie wrestling more than you like the mainstream these days, from one of the interviews that I heard.
I don't even watch like WWE or anything because I'm an early bedtime person. But it's like I don't. It's kind of cheesy, and like meeting these indie wrestlers on like a personal level, like you get to see, you know, how cool of a person they are, and they're putting their time in there. And like I mentioned it before, Fulton, great dude. He's got a new kid and he's traveling away from his family, you know, working a job. He's acting, you know, a lot of them are doing all that. Even Matt Riddle, people shit talk Matt Riddle. He's got a wife, he's got a kid at the house. He's traveling all over the world and he's making all these people happy and stuff like that. And it's like the more personal these indie shows are, they're so good with the fans. They're there staying after the show to meet people. They're taking pictures with people at the shows. They're yelling to the fans. And it's like, you know, like I said about losing my dad, seeing like little kids, like young kids with their dads at a show kind of reminds me of like me and my dad. So it's like a cool thing. And yeah, just meeting these wrestlers, a lot of them are like good people, like just genuinely good people. I'm sure, you know, there's some that aren't, but like the ones I've came across all have been like really, really cool people.
So like what speaking of indies, like what independent promotions are you paying attention to the most right now?
Just kind of like it's people following me. Like I notice like a lot of wrestlers following me, so I try to keep an eye on those. But like down here for us, there's a couple cool ones I've been to recently, and it's like CCW. They've been really cool with me, and that's where Stallion Rogers is. And whenever he's there, and then Cha Cha Charlie, I don't know if you're familiar with him. Super nice guy, but like huge crowd favorite, like great guy, you know. Really good with the fans. And then like we got I like metal music, so Ozzy Killmeister, you know, he's the metal mosher and he does like all, you know, he's a metal gimmick, just good dude, great with the fans. Like all these people are out there busting butt and just really good people, you know, like Jackal Stevens. I'll shout him out, even though Jackal right there, if you see this, no, he's super cool. They like mess with me and stuff, and like, you know, I just support the people that I say it all the time. I support the people that support me. So it's like a lot of these wrestlers for the wrestling shit, obviously construction's cool. It's different. But like the wrestlers have been the ones supporting me on all my bullshit.
Right.
And probably a lot of them get a lot of shit because I know like the old school people don't like me. And a lot of the old school people don't use social media. And it's like I said, I'm not trying to be a wrestler.
Right.
Like ever. But it's like if I can shout somebody out in a video and that does something for them, hell yeah. I like that shit. Right.
So we had some fan questions. I know you probably seen a few of them on the post that I had thrown up. So you're down with answering, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, for sure. Kadoom commented on there. He said, is there a balance to the trolling to minimize real heat or just let loose, embrace, and amplify the heat?
I try not to cross the line, like be like a complete douchebag. So it's pretty simple. Like all my shit's pretty simple, but I'm pretty pedal to the metal as well. Cause I'm like, if I don't take it, most will. But I throw, I throw a lot of like my normal self in there now. At first it was just video, but like I get a lot of people that are on the fence about me and they're not sure about me. So I throw, I throw myself out there just to show, hey, I am a normal dude. I'm just fucking with y'all. And it's still, next video will still get people. And it's like, if I piss people off, cool. Like I'm not ever going to do politics. I don't touch politics. I'm not a fan of that stuff. And it's like, you know, the stuff other people talk about, I just try not to really mess with a lot of, you know, repeat stuff. And I just kind of stick to construction and just do my own twist on a lot of shit. I notice people are starting to do like what I do, or try to at least, and they're getting dogged on the internet. But it's like, it's kind of just what I felt. My sarcasm and easy shit talk just gets to people. It gets under people's skin. So that's kind of like I'm good at it. So I like the mixture, but I'm liking the more positive shit, which is funny. But it's starting to get a lot more negative again.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It keeps it fun though.
yeah.
So we have Cody Bone wants to know, what do you think about Ryback, the new bloodline, and your opinion on Danhausen?
Ryback is a crybaby. We agree on that one.
Yep.
The new
Cryback.
bloodline, I just don't like that. Like it's so drawn out. And I think Solo, like again, I don't watch much. I think Solo should be on his own. He's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, like I'm not like I call them kids bop wrestlers. So I don't like kids bop wrestlers, like little gay shit. Oh, sorry, can't say that. But
okay.
Danhausen, I don't like. That's for
No.
kids. Cody Rhodes is for fucking kids. My son loves Cody Rhodes, and my son loves Jey Uso. I don't like that shit. I like Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso is cool. You know, Jacob Fatu is cool. Even Roman Reigns is cool. Like I still shit talk him, but like I just don't like the bloodline stuff. It's so drawn. It's been years.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree. It's starting to get really. As somebody who watches regularly, it's starting to get stale, and it's
and it's like I like my favorite probably out of all of them is probably Solo, just because he is like a funny dude.
I would love to go to a house show when they have like non-televised, when they could just be themselves with the crowd.
Yeah.
And stuff. I think he'd be a funny motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he always messes with. You always see the videos of him messing with the fans and stuff.
Right. Eric Waldron says, "Why is Bronx such a bitch?"
I think it's his hair. No, in real life, like he's actually like one of my favorites. I'm a Vikings fan. He played for the Vikings, you know, UFC, all that stuff. And it's like I don't follow the scandals and stuff, so I don't know that he's a great person. But like when we grew up, you looked at wrestlers and they looked like they were wrestlers. Yeah, that makes sense to you. Like people like Danhausen, like whose ass is that guy gonna kick? Realistically, he's a merchandise machine from what they say. Like it's great for kids and all that stuff. But like when I watched kids, fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, you knew he was going to come out and beat somebody's ass and hit somebody with a chair and fucking double middle finger, stunner, and chug a beer. Like we grew up on the cool. That was cool. Even like the NWO would come out and just beat the fuck out of everybody. And it's like they kind of went away with like tough guys. And it's like, who's really tough now? Jacob Fatu, they started to do it, and now he's back with Roman Reigns, I saw, which is dumb. And then like Drew McIntyre, I like that guy, but they said he's filming movies or something. Yeah. But like other than that, there's not really any badasses. They try it with the Braun Breaker guy, but he botches every move and he gets injured, you know, tying his shoes. So it's like it's not what it used to be.
Right. No, I feel that. Cure Digital Grave says, what would it take realistically to see a badass construction worker break into the wrestling circuit, be a blue-collar man of the people?
I don't think they'd ever have me. I'm just a short, fat guy. Like I can maybe like a manager, but like I know a lot of people don't like me. Like I was very shocked when I went to the wrestling convention the other week, and like I was told I was not welcome because of the content I make. Like it like didn't really piss me off at first, but I'm like, I'm here with my son, like watching fucking, and I see somebody say DX for life, dude. Fuck yeah, that was like us middle school DX chopping everybody. Like that was like a cool childhood. I remember wearing my Road Dogg Jesse James shirt to school and fucking DX chopping everybody who said anything to me for no reason. Yep. So like, yeah, that was way cooler.
Oh yeah. In the controversial comment, we have a guest that wants to talk to you.
Oh, that's fine.
If we can bring him on.
Yeah, for sure.
But Phil Monahan from CIW says, screw that guy. He's a blowhard and a disgrace. Vito should have whooped his ass. I wouldn't hold him up if I ever seen him.
It's one of those old piece of shit wrestlers, ain't it?
So we have a special guest from CIW who I understand you did a video about a little while ago.
What?
So we're gonna bring Ray up. Ray, how we doing?
We're good.
Not too much.
What's up, Ray? Does it say Orndork?
Yeah, Orndork.
Yeah.
Oh, I told him that day that I walked into the Belief Center, I showed you this shirt, and I'm like, you know who that is, don't you?
Yeah.
He said, he's an asshole.
Fucking fat asshole.
But I can relate to what he's saying about the old wrestlers. You know, that we were it back in the day. So.
No, it is 1,000% true. Like I used to watch that shit when I was a kid, and like my dad would tell me, like he's from northern Minnesota, and he would go like, watch Andre the Giant when he was first starting off now. And like most of them, like no offense to like homosexual stuff, but there's like gay wrestlers like hugging each other and stuff in the rings now. And it's like, man, you watch wrestling to watch the badasses beat the shit out of each other. I feel like it changed big time. Probably for you, Ray. Like when you first started, you just whooped each other's ass and probably chugged beers after. And now it's probably, patty cake backstage after. Probably no one's drinking beers or anything anymore. And
not like it used to be.
Scared to hurt feelings now. It seems like everyone
did it for 45 years, and oh well. So you don't seem to be as bad as you made out to be.
Oh, it's a gimmick. I fuck with people. Like I've always had this way, and it's a lot of fun because I don't know if you see like the shit. He's been following me for a while, and some of the shit I get in the comments is like ridiculous. Like people threatening to kill me and stuff over getting a wrestler's name wrong and stuff. And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. You had me pretty heated at one point. Because I was like, who's this motherfucker badass wrestler?
Yeah. I don't even know how it happened. Like I was throwing out the Brock Lesnar. No, I think I did like I'll kick any wrestler's ass. And Ringside News put a video out and they put my name wrong. So I made a video to them like, hey, fuck you, motherfuckers, get my name right. So then they just called me the badass construction worker. So it just turned into like badass construction worker. And then people are like, wait a minute, you're a supervisor. You're not even a construction worker.
Just trolling every which way.
I do everything. Wrestling's just a fun part of it. And like I told him, man, the wrestlers have been the coolest part of all of it. The fans, meh. But like the wrestlers that get it, they fucking love that shit. And they're like having me shit talk their buddies and like, hey, shit talk this guy. I want to send him a video. And then getting like that cameo, I do that thing and wrestlers are having me shit talk for their wrestling events and stuff. It's been pretty fucking cool. So that's why like I show up to all these shows and I support the wrestlers. And people are like, oh, wrestling's fucking cheesy. I'm like, yeah, so what? These guys fucking support me. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Right.
Yeah. It's like these guys are training in a ring, you're giving up time away from your beating your body up, you're doing all that shit. And it's like, hey, if I could just be there and fucking do a video, I got the easy part.
I told him he needs to make his way down to Ohio on a Sunday one of these times.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're there every month.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm down here in Florida. A lot of shit going on, but
you got enough down there.
I feel like I'm this close to like do I just call you Cody HiZe? I feel like I'm this close to blowing up. I am so close. Like I feel like I'm just like this social media is going and when I do, like I can't wait to travel and fucking meet like all the people that have been supporting me and shit and like checking out different wrestling shows and stuff like that. I look forward to all that shit. Like there's so many cool people out there and then a lot of dumb people. So
right. Lost my place. I was going to ask you too, who's the next breakout indie wrestler everyone should know about that you've seen down your way at least?
I'm like the social media guys I fucking love. Like I'm wearing Big Ben right now. I'm sure everybody knows who Big Ben Bishop is now, right?
Yeah.
Fucking nicest guy on the fucking planet. Like he is the nicest, like goofiest. He was so happy. I met him at the first show I actually went to, and he's been my favorite ever since because he's a big guy that can move. He's funny. He can talk. He does all that social media stuff and all that stuff. And like I've been fortunate to like collaborate with Richard Holiday. Like he's a big guy. And then like even Jack Vaughn was a cool one I got to meet. I like Kerry Morton is one of my favorites I met too. He does like JCW and I believe NWA. He is hilarious, like with the crowd and everything. I like the ones that like mess with the crowd, and he's very like, like almost like a chicken shit heel, like kind of like you love to hate him just because he's a funny motherfucker. Like even during his match, he's yelling, he's like smacking him in the turnbuckle, and he's like, "Hey, I'll slap you like Vito did, motherfucker!" Like in the middle of the match. So I'm like, dying. I love those people that are like really good. There's so many. I feel like there's so many that are like really good with the fans, and I'm like, that's the fun part of it, not the boring. Like, there's a lot of like gimmicks that just do too much shit, but like just yelling at fans during the match, like, "Hey, watch this, buddy," or Stanley Rogers like, "Fuck you, bitch," as he's punching him, like little shit like that, like draws you in, like just the little perfection of their craft that makes them who they are. It's like I like that shit.
So how did you feel, Ray, when you first got your video? Phil told me you were a little heated.
Oh yeah. I was like, what the F? Who's this guy talking to? I mean, I know he ain't talking to me. Yeah, I was heated. I was definitely heated.
A lot of people get that, and it's like people will do it for like people that talk shit, and I'm getting people that talk shit pissed off. So now like I kind of got to do it. I'm like, "Hey, are you cool with this person?" Like, because there's like some people are like, obviously I shit talk, but like if I know something that somebody's self-conscious about, like people like make fun of teeth or whatever, I don't get bothered by stuff, but like I'm not going to directly attack somebody like that. People are like wanting me to do that, and then like somebody had me like shit talk their boss, and it got on the internet and it spread, and I was getting messages like, "Hey, I'll give you $100 to tell me who did that," which I'm not going to tell on somebody. But I'm like, I don't advise, I don't do company names, I don't do all that shit, because a lot of people are taking it serious, which most of them take it as a joke now, but like a lot of people were getting mad at first just because I think people didn't know who I was. But I think
they play with guns now.
Yeah. And they're like, people will be like, "Oh, I'll find you," and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Little shit talk, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Right?
Shit talk me back. It's making fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to introduce you to Ray real quick from CIW. Hopefully we can get you out here someday. And
hell yeah, keep putting on that good shit. He always talks about how good a show you put on.
We try.
Hell
we try.
Yeah.
You want to shit talk, Ray, before we get into the other questions real quick?
I'm tired. I'm tired today.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I think like you said, I think it's like my superpowers when I put a phone right here.
Yeah.
It's like a cracked old phone that's like steamed up all the time. I think it adds to it.
Well, it's
Ray,
good meeting you, dog.
You
Ray,
too.
Do you want to plug the next CIW event in August 15th? I think Phil said.
No, we got one in July the 12th. July the 12th in Toledo at the Believe Center.
Okie dokie. I'll be
Everybody. There. Yeah, I know you will. Wear that shirt.
I will.
I'll let you in free.
I got you. I appreciate you stopping in, man.
All right, man. Thanks.
Take it easy, bro.
All right. Ciao.
Hell yeah. That was a good time.
I think people are shocked like when they meet me in like person. They're like, you're really chill. I'm like, yeah, it's like a 30-second video. Like,
yeah.
And I'm actually like one of the most boring people. I'm a very like early routine bedtime person. I'm a very like just very, very routine, boring. I do my work and then early bedtime and then kids on the weekends a lot usually. So
right.
Not too much excitement.
Right. So as far as like pro wrestling goes, of all time, who's your Mount Rushmore of wrestling? Who would you say your Mount Rushmore is?
Fuck, that's hard. Stone Cold's my favorite all time.
Yeah.
Probably Shawn Michaels. I was the little fat kid. What was it when he won the Iron Man? Was it the Iron Man match?
Mm-hmm.
I had that shirt, and I remember my dad taking me to Orlando because I'm here in Florida. I remember going to, I think it was Shawn Michaels versus Goldust. So we're gonna go 4. force fucking hard. So for me, it's probably the time that we grew up on. But I would probably go Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, because that's my dad's favorite. Like I still got some of my dad's memorabilia for Undertaker, no autographs or whatever, but like he had bobbleheads and shit. So Undertaker, and then I got to go Chris Jericho, number 4. Chris Jericho is one of my favorites because he's such a good shit talker, like one of the best of all time shit talking.
Right. Well, I just went through like this little book because you used to have the Polaroid pictures when we were little and stuff.
Yeah.
Went to a WCW event when I was 4 or 5 years old, and there was Rey Mysterio and Chris Jericho were there, and I'm like, how are these guys still like what? How does your bodies handle that?
WCW Rey Mysterio was badass because he hit that was the Hurricane Rana pin, and then he had the dun, 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 like the cool theme song back in the day. That was cool.
I remember that shit. It was a WCW Saturday night. That's what it was when it came to Toledo. I went through that probably like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, how in the hell? as much as that puts on your body, you guys are like 50, probably close to 60.
Yeah.
Still killing it. Here's a good one for you. What's your favorite heel of all time?
Heel of all time. You probably can't say it, like you can't like him because he's apparently a terrible person, but like Vince McMahon has to be like the best heel of all time.
Yeah.
Because it's like that, like even with my supervisor shit, I piss people off, but it's like he was the boss you fucking hated. And you looked forward to every week Stone Cold beating his ass or like Undertaker beating his ass or like just everybody beating. And then obviously the iconic "You're fired." Like he was just an asshole. Like I feel like he was the biggest asshole in wrestling to me.
Yeah, and it seemed like after everything had come out, it seemed like behind the scenes too. So it wasn't really. It might have just been him. You know, you hear some good stories, obviously, but you hear some of the darker stories, and you're like, holy shit. What do you think's missing? I mean, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but what do you think's missing from modern day wrestling as far as like the mainstream goes? I know you said you don't watch a lot of mainstream, but I know you said like the bigger guys, the tough guys instead of the gimmicks.
It's not like obviously it's not real, but they're trained professionals doing all that shit. It's so like the promos and everything are so fucking fake. Like I hate CM Punk. CM Punk when he talks pisses me off because it's so fake. And then LA Knight seems like a nice guy, but when he talks, I fucking hate that. It's ridiculous. He needs to. I tell everybody he needs to be the next Paul Heyman guy and just never fucking talk again. That's what they should do, and they should be like, oh, the fans don't deserve the fucking LA Knight talking as a nice way to say nobody wants you to talk. And I'm sure people don't agree with that, but it's like so forced and fake. Like back in the day, you know, Stone Cold, he did a promo and you believed it.
Yeah.
You know, all the wrestlers back in the day, you did promos, and that's why like mine are like obviously promo style videos where I just put it in my face. I don't do the drawn out talk. You know, nobody talks. You don't talk like that. So it's like the wrestlers, they would yell, get loud, but it's not that drawn out bullshit. And that's what like a lot of the wrestlers do that shit now, and it's like filling yourself full of air, and it's fucking ridiculous. It's not realistic.
Right. No, I definitely feel you on that, especially the promos. The promos have definitely fallen off.
So bad.
I think right after Ruthless Aggression is when you start seeing that decline, and it's like
it's too high. It's like they're like forcing it, and it's like you know, it's obviously a scripted thing, and I'm sure they have to do a lot of that for like censorship and whatnot. But like you can tell it's a written thing that they're reading word for word. It's like, you know, you should obviously give them a little freedom if they can. But like reading a script takes that away, like the fun part of like the shit talking. Like, because back in the day, we were spoiled The Rock I don't like The Rock at all now. He puts himself over and like has to make himself the main event. But like he was hilarious. And you know, Chris Jericho, and then like I said, WrestleCon, I got to meet Ernest the Cat Miller. That dude was funny as fuck. But it was like real. Like like they're just shit talking. They're not reading a script, like some boring script that somebody wrote.
You can tell it's not. You could tell like they took more pride in the promo. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, big time.
And I don't know. I don't know how wrestling worked back then. I wonder if they had more like free roam. The word I'm looking for to do their own shit.
Kind of relates to like my stuff. I would think it's so easy to offend people
Mhm.
that they probably have to draw that line, unfortunately. And you would think like the bigger promotions, at least, because they're so worried about getting canceled for anything.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they have to write out a script, and it has to be approved for everything they say. And it's just shitty the way times are. Back in, I'm sure, the 80s and 90s before us, they could say whatever the fuck they wanted.
Right.
You know, and you weren't going to hurt people's feelings. Look at the movies we were able to watch in the 90s and early 2000s that we can't watch now. That's, you're a terrible person if you watch that.
Yeah. It was
It's
a
just
whole
this-
different time.
Yeah, the censorship. It's like wrestling is very PG now, which
Right.
that's not fun.
Right. Well, at least for the adults. I mean, like,
Yeah.
looking back on it now, I just had this discussion with somebody that was pissed off because the Divas era ain't the same. And it's like, me as a parent now, I'm looking like, why was I seeing puppies when I was 8 years old?
Well, I feel like girl wrestling got a lot better.
Mhm.
Like they're
Quality, yes.
actually better wrestlers now, which is good for wrestling in general because I'm sure it's got more women breaking into the business and wanting to train, because that probably steered them away. Yeah, like we all looked, they were on Playboy and stuff like that, which that was cool. But like I feel like the athlete part of it, I feel like more women want to be wrestlers, which is way better for the the whole community of wrestling.
Right. Right. So I have this new segment that I'm going to do. This is the first time I'm doing it. Obviously, I said this is the first time I'm back online with a podcast in a while. It's called Hot Takes. So I'll introduce it to you after this little promo video real quick. One sec.
Hot takes, hot takes. Everybody's got a hot take. Laugh a little, disagree. That's the Cody HiZe way. Hot takes. Everybody's got a hot take. Hot take. Laugh a little, disagree. Hot take. That's the Cody fucking HiZe way. Hot takes. Who fucked my wife?
So
Did
for hot
you
takes-
make those songs? That's what I got to know. Those are badass.
I try to get a little branding behind it. So for hot takes, man, what I'm going to do, I'm going to mention either an opinion or it's a this or that question. Just give the answer. It's kind of quick. And yeah. So we'll start it off. Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair?
Fuck, I don't remember. Hogan.
Hogan. Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels?
Shawn Michaels all day.
The Rock or Triple H?
Triple H.
CM Punk or Seth Rollins?
I fucking hate CM Punk, so Seth Rollins.
That's mutual. I'm not a fan. Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes?
Roman.
Roman. AEW or WWE?
WWE's always the big dog, but like AEW, oh, that's a hot take. So it's supposed to be quick. My bro,
Cool.
Bad Dude,
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's the first.
one of the cool wrestlers that's been following me for a while and that I got to meet in Vegas. Bad Dude Tito was on this week, so I actually watched Saturday. He got to go against Kenny Omega. He lost, which obviously was going to happen, but he looked great. Everything he did looked great. And obviously you want AEW to do good because then that pushes WWE to do better, but WWE is always the top dog till, they're not.
Yep. I try to tell people, I don't mean to interrupt the hot takes, but I try to tell people that when WCW and WWE were going at it, we got the best product possible because of that.
Oh, Nitro versus Raw. You'd flip back and forth, and you didn't know which one you wanted to watch.
Yep.
It was hard.
Because you had DX over here, NWO over here. They're both so entertaining, and you might miss it if you turn it this way.
Exactly. So I'll
And
flip them back and forth.
Do you think hardcore matches are overused?
On TV, no, but like in house shows, yeah, like the smaller indie shows, yeah. But I'm a fan of like there's a guy Raging Dead here, so I support him, but like a lot of it's kind of boring to me, at least.
Right. And I got a good one for you to end the hot take segment. Macho Man is overrated.
I actually I became friends with Machoverse, the cosplayer. Super nice guy. I talked to him like on a personal level, and I was like, "Hey man, I bet I can trigger the Macho Man fans."
Oh shit!
And then I threw that video out there. So everybody loves Macho Man. Macho Man was a great he was a great character.
All right, that's the hot take segment. So I've seen you. You said something in a video before, and I think you said something on the cast today about considering being a manager. If you could manage one wrestler in wrestling history, who would it be?
Dude, I'm gonna play favorites now. It's got to be Madman Fulton. No, shit, dude, it's got to be a big guy that can't fucking talk. I feel like I would need a big guy because I run my mouth so much. Like it has to be somebody who Andre the Giant or something. Because I'm like, it's gotta be somebody you're not fucking with me, and I can shit talk as much as I want. So it has to be like a badass person. Like it has to be a 7 foot tall monster. So it's got to be like Andre or even like Omos, like now, or even like indie guys. Madman Fulton 6'8". You got Big Ben 6'12". I got Samson in Michigan. He's 6 foot something. He's a big guy, but it's got to be a big person because they got to protect me from getting my ass beat.
That would be so awesome. That'd be an awesome storyline. I would totally tune into that. I got another good one. If Hollywood made a movie about your life, who is Big Oja? Who would play Big Oja?
Clint Howard. Everyone says I look like Clint Howard, so it's got to be Clint Howard. Even though he's older than me, I'm like young Clint Howard.
Young Clint Howard. You're killing me.
Dude, I'm reading in the comment. Oba would be a great one. Oba. That would work. But Oba's actually like a good talker.
Yeah.
Like he's like a convincing. I don't really care for him. He's kind of boring to me, like those stupid dance. But like he's a very convincing person. Like he's cool. It's not for me.
Well, I like the push for him though. That's getting the big wrestlers back into it, like the dominant.
Yeah, he's a big scary guy.
Yep. If you could have dinner with three wrestlers that are alive, who is it?
Fuck, dude. Undertaker's always going to be number one because my dad, and I'll probably cry when I meet him eventually.
Right.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
And then I'm trying to think who would be cool because like I've met some at WrestleCon that I won't say that were kind of douchebags, and it kind of like kills it for you. I'm sure you've met people that you're like, oh, this fucking guy sucks.
Yeah, some of my favorite rappers, sadly.
Yeah, it's shit. Who would be cool? Like, who's a normal person? Matt Cardona, maybe?
Cardona?
He seems like he'd be a cool dude.
You could probably talk him into an Oja action figure at that point.
I tried to. I actually made a video and called him Matt Carbonara, and he shared it on his story, so that's cool. Like he seems like he'd be a chill dude.
Yeah, I wish I'd push him more. I wish the WWE would push him more. He deserves it.
Yeah,
he's a hard worker. But no, I was gonna ask too. I saw earlier Riddle got a haircut. You think you inspired that at all?
Yeah, he's been calling me. He's like, bro, let's be a team. And I'm like, get a boy's haircut, bro. And then just boy's haircut. So
I figured it went that way.
Yeah.
I just saw he was at some indie promotion. And I'm like, damn, I don't even look like him no more.
Yeah, he looks young.
He does. Very young.
He's like I said, that's my favorite. So him and Stallion are right there. Stallion Rogers.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to check him out. And I gotta ask, because you said something about being a stoner dad earlier, and I'm from Michigan. Sativa or indica?
I'm a sativa guy.
Sativa guy?
Yeah, I like the good head high. Nighttime, of course, indica, but like if I got to pick, it's gonna be a sativa.
Hell yeah, flower.
Yeah, I'm a big flower, but I do dabs and stuff. Like I do gummies to help me sleep. And like I said, I was on antidepressants back in the day because everyone's gone through that. And I use it at nighttime, like never during the day. I'm obviously, like I have a responsibility as a job and just be a responsible adult. But like nighttime, I like my flower. Flower number one. I do dabs and stuff. But like if I was going to pick one, it would be flower.
Flower. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you're ever out in Michigan, you let me know. My hometown's got 5 dispos right out here. I got the good shit.
Well, I went to the Michigan. What was it? Marquette Mania. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's about 8 hours. That's up north.
Yeah,
part.
that,
Top part.
that was awesome. I definitely want to go again next year. And like Riddle was there. I tell everybody, I'm like, we're supposed to hate each other, and like gives me a big hug and shit. So I got to eat a burger with Matt Riddle in a bar just from talking shit on videos. So like talking shit's cool.
Can't beat that shit.
No, they were all like all the wrestlers, and everybody was so excited to have me. So that's my first and only time in Michigan, and it was a blast. So I definitely want to go back next year for Marquette Mania again.
And I find that ironic too, how you say, the wrestlers respect it, but it's the fans most of the time.
Yeah, almost
That's crazy to me.
I've had very few wrestlers that didn't like me. There's been a couple that didn't, and they're old school, and like yeah, obviously Vito, like Martin Stone doesn't like me. I know that, but I actually shot him a video or a message and said I was actually a fan of his, but he just kind of old school. And then I don't approach wrestlers just for that reason because I don't know who doesn't like me, and it's like I'm doing it for fun.
Right.
But like most of the wrestlers think it's funny as shit, and they understand what I'm doing.
Right. So we're gonna kind of start to wrap up. What's next for Big Ojo? What do you got for future plans?
I'm just kind of like trying to do a little bit of everything because it's I feel like if I do one thing, it'll get kind of stale. So it's like when I do the wrestling shit, I know I know the wrestling fans aren't interested. When I do the wrestling shit, I know the construction fans aren't interested. And then I know like I'm getting fans that are like musicians and shit. So I try to do music. I like rock music. I'm a fan of that. I try to just like get out there and like hopefully, obviously, that's why I shit talk like celebrities and stuff and like shout out celebrities and stuff. All I need is the right person to find my video. And it's like, I would love to, obviously, before I die, I just turned 39 last week. I look like shit, I know. Take care of everybody around me before I die, which is a silly thing, but it's like, it sticks in my head. When are you going to take care of the old man? And I never got to take care of my dad. And I'm like, I feel like I'm so close. And it's like, it could never happen. But if I didn't try and it didn't happen, I would hate myself. But now I'm trying and I'm having fun and I'm shit talking. I've gotten to meet a lot of cool people. And hopefully it just keeps going that way. And obviously, like, lots of money comes. But no, like, I would like a podcast. I just don't know how to do all that stuff. I would like to do my own thing and just bullshit with people and, have fun.
Right. Well, if you're ever interested in starting one, need somebody on the technical side. I know a little bit. Just keep me behind the scenes. I don't want your beef, though. Is there where can people follow you at? Where can people go and check you out at? Let them know.
On Instagram, it's Big Oja321, BIGOJA321. And then Facebook, my page is I Heard I'm Big Oja321. And then TikTok, I don't use that much because I get in trouble all the time. It's James Oja JR. There's a fake account, JRR, that also has like 30,000 followers now too. I tell people to report it. But yeah, just Junior. No Junior.
I'll have to get on there and report it for you. I haven't reported that yet.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you want to shout out?
Everybody who's had my back. Like you're one of the good people for a while now that, we talk on a personal level and like people that understand that I'm just a person and not like some asshole. And it's like, if talking to me like makes people feel better, like my inbox is open. I can't keep up with everything, but it's like, you're like me, you got a cool son, all that shit. Like I want people to know, yeah, obviously I'm a great shit talker and I love that I'm known for that, but like I'm also a decent human being.
Right. That's one thing. I mean, sorry to cut you off. That's one thing that I noticed about you, like right away though. You were just a cool, down to earth dude. Like in my lane, you come across so many egos, and I even like at first I was really hesitant. So I'm like, what if he's a dick, man? I want to reach out. What if he's a dick? And then you were just like, no. And then we started talking. And I told you, how I found you. Me and my son just going through reels, and we both found you. And then my son's making you on freaking WWE 26 and shit. I was like, hell yeah, dude. And he's a little shit talker himself.
See, that's the cool shit. Like I want people to know, hey, I am a shit talker, but it's like I'm like everyone else, and it's like everyone who's going through shit. We're all going through shit, and it's like I'm not a dick in real life. Like, what was it, Ray? I'm sure he fucking hated me. A lot of people do, but like I just have to laugh at it because like when I meet people, I'm like, actually, like I want the best for people. Like you starting this podcast, I'm honored to be the first one back. I hope the world for you. And like, I will shout out my buddies on C Rod's pod. Um, those are two of the nicest people that I've ever met in my life. That's why I didn't talk about the Vito whole story the whole time till them. They were the first ones, and I wanted them to be the first person. And they're cool dads, and I want them. I wish for them they'd have a huge podcast. That's their job, and spend their time with their kids, like you. Do your music and spend time with your kids, and that's what I want for people. And I'm not that cool, but like if I can help people, like just by talking, like that's pretty cool to me. And I want to repay the favor to people that have done shit for me, because I'm still not that cool, but like a lot of people do have my back, and that's really cool.
Right, doing God's work, brother, doing God's work. Final message to everybody watching.
Fuck all y'all suck, motherfucking hoes. Right there. No, keep your head up. Joke around, talk shit as much as you can. Lean on your fucking bros. Shit talk your bros. Life's too serious. Like don't take shit so serious. So joking is the best outlet in the world, and people try to take comedy and that kind of stuff out of the world by being offended by everything, and like that's not how it should be. There's a lot of shit you can be pissed off about in life, and trash talk shouldn't be one of them. Trash talk is fun. Like I tell everybody, I'm like, it's not for real. The internet's not for real.
Right.
So It's like, yeah, it's a character, and don't take shit so serious.
Trash talk is a love language. I was told that before. Being an asshole can be a love language.
I have a shirt.
Told me that.
I have a shirt that says "Trash talk is my first language."
There you go.
so yeah, that's how I get through shit. And it's like I need to shit talk, and I tell people if I'm not talking shit, I'm having a bad day. And I feel like there's most people in this world, especially like males, obviously women probably too, but like for the most part, men have so much on their shoulders every day, and like you can't give up. You got to be there, and it's like what's going on in our mind is just as bad as everyone else's, but the way we handle it is through joking and shit talking our friends, and shit talking our coworkers, and just shit like that. And you don't realize how much it helps somebody, because I know when people keep my mind right, I'm a lot better off. And I know a lot of people are going through shit like in their life, and it's like, man, shit talk me, call me a bitch.
Yeah.
Call me fat, make fun of me. Like if that can get your mind off the bullshit for a minute, like why not? You're not going to hurt my feelings.
Yep. I totally agree with that. Well, we appreciate you for coming on, man, being a part of the first episode. Hopefully we can get you back in here. That was fun, man. That was really fun.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not a normal person on the internet, unfortunately. No, it's a lot of fun being a dick on the internet, but like it's cooler just like bullshitting with my people. Like that's what I tell people when people reach out to me and tell me, "Hey, man, you're awesome, you rule. I hope the world for you." And I'm like, "Hey, I just knew I was going to find my people." That's what I told everybody. I'm going to find the dumbasses, but I'm also going to find my people.
Right, and you always will. That came to me musically over 20 years too. It takes some reconciling sometimes, but you find your people, and ironically, we're all shit talkers.
Yeah. Where's Little HiZe?
He's over there. I don't really show him on camera too much, so
I understand. I don't post my kids either. So
too many weirdos out here for that shit these days. So
yep.
Nope, we don't do that no more. But I'll get him right after the cast. I want to thank everybody for watching the first episode of the Cody HiZe podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, and then we'll catch you next time, you fucking losers. There we go.